Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
This is Morning Wood, A2D Radio, live from the Real Talk Studios. And we are brought to you by our doc, Make Him Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic over on the ones and twos. The family out there joining us. It is game day. It is like a Christmas morning feel to it, even though
fucking Thursday.
We talk about Thursday night games suck.
Bullshit
but listen,
games.
We're back at it. There's going to be a video hitting A2D in a few minutes, I'm sure, and it's about what I know from this team, and we're going to get into it in a second. But I know every time this team's back's against the wall, they're resilient. That's the team I know over the last 2 years. We're going to dive into all that in a second. Throughout the show, we're going to talk Phillies later on. And just, guys, who do you want gone? Who do you want to stay? Coaches, players, execs,
front office,
the whole thing. You let us know there. We're going to get in our score predictions for the Eagles and Packers, and we'll give you offense, defensive player of the game. Like we said last night on AM and the PM, $50 from us to you. You got to nail it. And the best person with a reason why we win tonight. The best reason we'll get a free A2D shirt. But it's got to be great.
Oh, little merch.
It's got to be great.
Little merch.
You don't have to sell me on a win because I got us winning, but you got to sell the people who don't believe in a win. That's what you got to do to get us some free A2D gear. Who needs to step up for the Eagles to get a win in Lambeau tonight? We'll go over that. But Eagles versus Packers, matchup breakdowns. We're going to get into that, where we win, where they win, and we'll dive into that. But our poll question, the Eagles face a must-win game in Green Bay. Do you agree with that statement or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. Family, for our podcast, we're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Play, and SoundCloud. So you can find us everywhere after the fact. You don't want to look at our faces.
Download us. Check us out later.
You don't want to look at our faces? I agree with you. You podcast is where you can be then.
We're not prizes up here, okay?
No. Mama said a face for radio. Second I was born.
That's why it's called radio, A2D Radio.
My mother cried because I was like 2 months premature and my head was gigantic and I looked like E.T. There was tears for a second, like, is my baby ugly? You know what I mean? Look at me now.
You still got a bit of an E.T. vibe going, but we're good.
When you outkick your coverage, there's no E.T.
You're still
anymore.
phone homing, but we're fine. Started off good today.
Well done,
it's
Seth.
Game day.
Well done,
Let's
Seth.
go.
So, fam, let us know. Is it a must-win game? Or let me make it back into the statement. The Eagles face a must-win game in Green Bay. Do you agree or disagree? Wells, is it a must-win?
No, it's not a must-win. Now, I understand no one wants to be 1-3. You don't want to be 1-3, but you can't call a game in September must-win. You just can't. Now, if we lose, the Jets is a must-win game because you can't go 1-4. You can't go 1-4. Then the season's over.
Yep.
Can't start 1-4. If we go to 2-3, now you might face 2 must-wins to get back to 500 if we lose tonight. But I'm not calling it a must-win. Now, do we desperately need a win? Yes. Is it a must-win? It's not a must-win. It's still September. There's no must-win games in September. But it's close. It's real fucking close.
It's real close. I'm gonna go disagree too with it because I don't believe it's a must-win. It's a game I want to go get, right?
Yeah,
so
I want to win it.
But you can still be 2-3 and still sort of control destiny. So it wouldn't be over yet. But do we need them to come out and win tonight? Yes.
Yeah, we want them to.
They keep you from jumping off the bridge and ledges. Yes.
To keep me from listening to fucking people, because if we lose, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to listen to people because they're just fucking off the reservation.
But before we get into it, this is, again, if you just joined us, this is what I know from the Philadelphia Eagles. I said it last night. I'm going to say it again. For the last 2 years, when they've been counted down and out, or people have quit on them, And Alshon said
they come to play.
What did Alshon say earlier this week?
Yeah, he was talking about
he's not happy.
He was like, no, he's not happy with the family.
The last time they weren't
happy with the family.
The last time they weren't happy was that we know of was last year, right? They weren't happy
when Wentz went down. We're going
done.
to L.A. Remember, we're about to go to L.A. Well, season's over when we lose in L.A.
Season's done.
What happened? We came out, punched them in the mouth.
Yep,
yes, we did.
And I got a feeling that this football team rallies because it's a resilient group. What have we watched the last 2 years? And
I understand that.
Forget Carson getting hurt for a second. Forget him getting hurt, right? Forget him getting hurt. They rally around each other. This team rallies around Carson. I said it last night. When he got hit in the ribs in Atlanta, the first guy over to him was Alshon Jeffrey. Now, everybody wants to make it out to be like, well, I think he likes Foles more than Carson. No, he doesn't, dude. They had a great chemistry in 2017, a great one, and everybody forgets it. They were locked in.
Technically, he caught 2 touchdowns in week 1. I mean, one was they called it a handoff, but he threw it to him.
But it's big, and this is what I know with this team. I believe they come out and like you said against the Rams, they come out and they smack them in the mouth tonight. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, and everyone. I know everyone wants to say, well, we're playing Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau. But if you look at Green Bay's offense, they haven't been very good. You know, they've actually run the ball way better than they've thrown the ball. Devontae Adams been missing. Now, I mean, we could be just the remedy Devontae Adams needs. But we're not going to go there yet. But he's been missing in action. I have him in fantasy, I know. So it's not really a vaunted offense that we're going into. Like, I remember some last couple times that we played at Packers, one of them in particular, I think in Lambeau, where he just carved us up big time. Like a 50-yard TD to Jordy to like start the game, if you remember that.
Yep.
It was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But like they're not that offense anymore. You know what I'm saying? So if we can stop the run, because they like to rely on Aaron Jones now and run the football and use their defense. So if we can stop the run, which we're usually very good at doing.
One of the better ones in the league right now.
So we stop the run and we force them to throw.
Which is easy to do when you can throw on somebody easy.
Yeah, and maybe that's true. And maybe we get some fucking pressure. That's the big key tonight. Big key, little pressure.
Yep.
And Aaron hasn't been really Aaron recently. You know, you're not scared of him anymore. Is what I'm saying. Now I'm scared of him if we're up like 3 with the ball and the time's running down. Then I'm scared. But like rest of the game, like he's not as scary anymore. So. Maybe we come to play today, offense comes and shows out, and our defense plays well. That would be great. And, really put it on them. That would be awesome.
Well, you talked about pressure.
But it's Thursday, which fucking scares me even more because teams just don't show up on Thursday sometimes.
Well,
hopefully it's them.
You said it earlier. They're 3-0.
They're 3-0. We're 1-2. We need this.
So they
can be like,
Who has more sense of urgency?
Yeah, we definitely have more sense of urgency.
Like when we went to Atlanta.
We better have more sense of urgency.
When we went to Atlanta that week, Greg had Atlanta winning because he felt like they were in
sense
a
of urgency.
Sense of urgency. Yeah. And then you saw it,
they were at home,
even though he had a chance to win. But, I believe that sacks come in bunches sometimes, especially when I believe in the front four, and I believe it's the front four that can get pressure. But it's going to start with Fletcher Cox tonight. But this front four, I believe they get to him. They have to.
Fletcher's been popping shit on Twitter, which I like. I think I retweeted it. He was calling somebody a clown. What the fuck was it? Retired lineman used to be a Lion.
TJ Lang.
TJ Lang used to be a Packer as well, but he showed like Fletcher getting put down by their center last week on like a touchdown run, and Fletcher Cox like called him a clown and all this stuff. Like, well, that's great, Fletcher, but we haven't seen you.
No.
Okay, you've been on Twitter more than you've been on the field, like visible. So how about make some plays tonight? We love you, Fletch. We need some plays. We need some plays tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully them sacks come in bunches tonight. So talking about the poll, the Eagles face a must-win game in Green Bay. Do you agree or disagree? We both disagree. Now, the family chiming in, Harlem Cowboy says, this is a must-win game, and all you Birds fans know it. So, he thinks it's a must-win. Poe saying he needs a huge game from Carson and Ertz for fantasy. Well, I get it. I hope so.
Hope so, Poe.
You're going to need to get it.
Hope so.
Living the dream says, good old morning, Wood. Yup, get it out with us.
A little Wood.
Pootie Tang in the house. Yo, fam. Hoping to see Howard have a big game and Fletch on defense. Well, that's two great names. That's two great names.
Yeah, that'd be great. Somebody left a hair on this fucking thing. It's freaking me out.
John DeCasanova, what's up, boys? A lot of people have the over in this game, but I think the first to 21 wins It's the Eagles. Book it. I actually like that. I had a 28-27 win, but I could very well see the under in this game because the over seems too easy, right?
I said 24-23, but yeah, I think it's going to be really close.
Kyle wants to say late as fuck. Kyle, this is what I do here, okay? When you own something, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I can come on every time. It's my calling card, okay? I'm the last guy to show up at the party, you know what I mean, and make a grand entrance.
We were ready to go 10:30.
Yeah.
We just take our time. We were just breathing.
We were eating. We were talking.
We were breathing.
Breathing.
Just breathing.
Vester. Jeez.
Let me help.
Lettuce toke?
Is that
Ludus toke?
That is a lettuce toke.
Is that a lettuce
He's just
toke?
toking lettuce, apparently.
Token lettuce.
He's breathing, too.
Dallas stinks.
Dallas still stinks?
Philly 500. No, Dallas does
Dallas
stink.
doesn't stink, unfortunately.
I just say Dallas stinks just to say they stink, but they don't stink at all.
I mean, I hate Dallas. They don't. Unfortunately, they don't stink.
Crum says, it's morning wood and I'm raging, guys. Not necessarily a must-win. If they lose today, though, I think the division is gone, but they still get a wild card. Okay.
Well, what's fucked up is it could be reversed there, Crum. I mean, I understand what you're saying because Dallas is out to a 3-0 start, but we haven't lost a game in the division yet. So we're 1-0 in the division technically, and the wild card could be farther away because if we lose tonight, then we're got 3 NFC losses. The NFC conference losses, that is.
Well, Kyle says Fletch is still not recovered. And I agree, Kyle. But I said the other day, get off the damn field then. Because you're not helping me. You're not helping me. Like, you're not drawing a double team if you're hurt, and it's obvious you're not the same player right now. You're hurting me. You know, and I think this is where Malik Jackson and Timmy Jernigan injuries kill this football team. Kill this football team. Because you can't recreate depth on your defensive line, right? No matter what practice the guy goes to, no matter what scrap of shit you go pick it off of, you can't get them guys back. Now, Jernigan's going to come back, but the Malik Jackson and Jernigan kill you because this guy wasn't ready to play. He's not ready. I guarantee you, if them two are healthy, his snaps are 10 to 15 until he's fully ready to go. Maybe a little more.
Yeah, you're probably
Maybe a little more. But when your two other D tackles get hurt, it screwed us. We get no pressure up the middle. Everything starts in this league up the middle. Nothing starts from outside in. It's inside out. And especially when you're a wide nine. When you're a wide nine, if you're not getting up the field with your tackles, you're screwed. You'll never get to the quarterback, especially ones that get it out quick. That's football 101. You ain't got to watch tape for that. That's a freebie. Okay? It's a freebie.
I'll give you a freebie. The bottom line is any way to beat a good quarterback in this league is pressure in their face. Always has been, always will be.
And where's that pressure in the face come from?
Always has been, always will be.
Where's that pressure in the face come from?
The middle.
The middle.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, I've been crushing Barnett. I've been crushing Brandon Graham. But I'm going to go back to 91. Listen, you're getting paid like Aaron Donald. You need to act like Aaron Donald.
Now, maybe you ain't Aaron Donald, but Aaron Donald light. Maybe a little less.
Well,
like Aaron Donald's all over the field. Can I see you 4 times a game? Because I don't even know if he played last week. I couldn't tell you.
I agree with you.
Apparently he did because I seen TJ Lang's video of him getting pancaked. So apparently he did play. But I don't know. I wasn't sure.
Listen, he steps up in big spots, and I got to give him credit.
I love Fletcher, but he hasn't been playing well.
And he's a great dude. Like, he really is a great dude. I love Fletch, okay? But this is what I demand. I demand more out of greatness. I demand more out of guys that I think are great players. Fletcher Cox is a great D tackle in this league for a long time, all right? And there was times where you could make the argument he was better than Aaron Donald. That time's ended. Because the inconsistency is there, big time. Like, he'll have flashes in games where you're like, that's the guy I need. And usually they come later in the year. Usually, to me, Fletcher's always been a second-half guy.
Yeah, he's dominant second-half guy.
Which is fine, because we're a better second-half team. But right now, in a air-quote must-win game, which we don't think it is, but it's close.
It's close.
Right? In an air-quote must-win game, I need the best of you. I need everything you have for 60 minutes tonight. And I don't care if you're double, triple, quadruple team. You got to get home. You got to get home
Walking
tonight,
into
Fletcher.
the historic Lambeau, and we need you to put him on his fucking back tonight.
Remember what we did last year?
Let's go.
Remember what we did the last 2 years?
Let's go.
All we asked for was an opportunity. And we have an
opportunity.
We always win when we said that. We always won when we said that. I'm going back.
We're
The
going back to
opportunity talk.
We're going back to it.
Circling back. Mr. Wake Up, it's a trap. We need 4.3 receivers. I don't know what that even means.
4.3
No,
receivers.
you missed the original one. He says we need all speed receivers for Carson like Mahomes.
Well, I was saying this last night, and if you go back and watch stuff, and I don't go back and watch tape, but I'll go back and watch a play or two because I want to see something. But what these young guys don't do and don't understand yet, the young skill position guys, is Carson's the king of deep to short, right? Carson's like Rodgers, right? He wants to extend stuff to bury you deep, right? Well, what happens is what Alshon and Deshaun do, and guys who played with him, they know to break off routes. When he extends, you got to break off routes. There was plays that you go back and watch last week where Miles Sanders, JJ, and different guys were just standing still. There was a play where if Miles breaks on it, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. But because they're not used to it, they're not used to playing with a guy like this. That's what guys are missing. Like
once he gets loose back there, you need to find it
open.
You need to go.
And everybody that plays with Rodgers, like Devontae Adams and other guys, they know he does the same shit.
Yeah.
He wants to extend you. Everything breaks down.
Show my arm off and beat you.
Yep. And this is what Carson likes to do.
That's what
Mahomes do. So everybody that says, oh, my God, you got to check down more. You got to stop looking deep. The great quarterbacks in this league, besides Brady, and Brady in his prime was trying to do this to you, is kill you deep. Right? They want to kill you deep in this new league, in the way the new league's set up.
Yeah, you can't compare them to Brady because Brady's a fucking robot.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
He's hooking up with his kids and throwing fucking 10-yard outs on the money for years. Okay?
What up, Wilder? We got your T-shirt.
What up, James?
It's being signed as we speak, actually. I'm going to show Jamesy. I'm going to show him. Give him a little look.
Uh-oh.
Little preview. All right. Got your signatures here. I mean, I sounded like a ball player, baby.
Preview talk.
You know what I mean? I sounded like a former player, just to let you know. I give you where you don't even know it's me. I just give you the T and the A. The T and the A are clear. The rest, you have no clue. You have no clue. That's how you hold your worth.
I'm the same thing. I'm a G and M, and you can't read anything less.
What is Sweeps is right? Sweeps, number 9?
I was gonna number 3 it, but I'm like, nah.
Eagles 0-1. Love the morning wood. What's up, brother? Dwayne Jones.
Gotta get it going.
Check down time. Yeah, Dwayne, that's what Brady is now. He's causing check down.
Yeah, but he's on the fucking money, Tom.
Clay Ferguson. Wentz is far and away better than any QB the Packers have faced. That is the damn truth. Damn truth. He said Trubisky, Cousins, Flacco. Those elite QBs? Nope. Ralphie D, love the shirt. Wells, what up, Ralphie?
What up, Ralph?
James says, agree with Cox and the D-line needing to step up. I'm a defensive guy, and these guys have been so soft this season, except the second half versus Skins. I can't disagree with you. You know, I thought they played
pretty well last week, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 2 bad turnovers. We let up a kick return touchdown. Special teams has been an issue, and I'll get into that in a second. But our defense actually didn't play that bad last week, I thought. I thought we played pretty well. And the Lions have some weapons. I know they're not sexy weapons, but Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, these guys can play.
Yep.
So I didn't think they played that bad last week. I will say that. We got beat up pretty bad against Atlanta in the secondary. But last week it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and that's what Julio does to you and Calvin Ridley. I mean, they're dangerous. You're on turf. You got to expect it. The people that were crushing Darby for getting beat by Julio Jones, he beats everybody. He beats everybody. Like what? Like
people were crushing me when I call him the best receiver in the league. It's like
he is the best receiver.
I mean, if you're offering me, I guess you could say it's like DeAndre, him, Beckham. There's like a 4-guy.
He's a little bit above DeAndre.
There's a 4-guy group up there that are like the most elite. But if you're asking me who I trust, who I'd take in one game, I'd take Julio. Absolutely.
I would too because he's bigger, he's stronger.
He's just fucking Julio.
He's
That's
faster.
why.
And DeAndre's the second best in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? DeAndre's right
DeAndre
there.
might be better than him, but I would, in
body
one
of
game,
work,
I would trust
no.
Julio more.
Body of work right now,
Julio.
no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that he won't, but right now, no.
And nothing against Julio, but the fact that DeAndre has done what he's done traditionally with the quarterbacks he's had is astounding. Until he's gotten Watson, he's been catching from you and I.
They all can play a little bit, and they also just target him a ton, too. They all throw the ball
and he catches everything
22 times a game.
True.
The one guy I actually liked, dude, Tom Savage. I was always had a soft spot for Tom Savage.
Rutgers kid?
Well, let me give you
I think
guys.
he's a Pitt kid.
Let me give the family a new.
I think he started at Rutgers though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He ended up at Pitt. I know that.
New sponsor here. ATSSportpicks.com. That's ATSSportpicks.com. All right, you sign up using the HUD promo code. All you got to do is write HUD in, and that code gets you 20% off any package. It's for new users, so it can be used once.
Get you some picks.
And then they're running specials right now. October special, all picks and parlays for the month of October. NFL, college football, MLB, and NHL included. You buy it today, and you get the rest of September free. So this is a pick service for the family out there that loves to throw money around.
Yeah.
Listen,
We're
ATS,
just trying to give you a little walking around cash.
ATS is the best. Okay, I've been using them. I've been winning money, and that's all that matters, right? If they're up, they're up. All you want to do is be up, and they've been up. So that is ATSSportPicks.com. Use the A2D promo code, 20% off for new users. Get in there. Use the A2D promo code. Make some money. We're here to give you. All we do is give on these shows. I'm getting tired of Morning Wood. I've been giving.
Bunch of givers.
Give. All right? So let's do that. Get on there. ATSSportPicks.com. Use the A2D promo code, 20% off. And you obviously,
on it.
And if you do it right now, you get the rest of September for free. That's
Beautiful.
a freaking win.
Beautiful.
That's a win. I don't know what a win is if that's not.
That's beautiful.
Eileen, got to get back to work. Have a good day, guys. Thanks, Eileen. Thanks for chiming in. Matt Haxton, one thing I'm worried about is Alshon coming back too soon because of the struggles from the wide receivers and making his injury worse.
I would agree there.
Yeah.
But the only thing is they said that he was really close to playing Sunday. So that to me says that he's probably ready to go. And it's September. I would be more worried if it was December and it was really cold. But September, he should be able to get going and get a sweat going and feel pretty good, I would hope.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Real quick, Tom Savage. Rutgers, Arizona, and Pittsburgh.
Bang. There you go. He's a savage.
He got around.
He's a savage.
Yeah, he did.
How do you leave Arizona, though? Good Lord.
Probably wasn't playing. Too much off the field activity.
Maybe.
Couldn't play.
Eagles 0-1. You guys going to be live for the game. Yeah, Birds of a Feather with Chucks and Chrome and myself will be live for the Eagles game, giving some live reactions. Oh. I'm only sticking around if they're winning. If they're losing, I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm going where I know I win at.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
I got to go where I know I win. Joey DiBardino, you give Morning Wood. Oh, you're walking your Morning Wood out every morning, Joe. We saw you.
We saw you the other day, Joe.
You don't even give us a wave. You crumb.
Unreal.
Dougie Zeke in the house.
Oh, that was that Joey we passed the other day?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why do we always talk about fucking 45 degrees turn, yeah.
I mean,
turn around 45 degrees, Joey, no, he sees you again.
We could have ended him. We could have ended him 2 days ago. Doug Zeke, not a must-win, but it is a must-win. That's sort of what we're saying too, Zeke.
No, it's not, Zeke. I hear you, but it's close. Yeah.
We need this.
It's real. We need
the fans, the players.
We need it.
Just exhale and relax a little bit. It's way early. We're 1-2, but this has all the feelings of being underdogs already, which is fine with me. We're going to go into Lambeau and bite Rodgers and the Pack right in the ass. 27-21 Birds, and he goes, let's fucking go. Zeke, listen, there's a lot of times.
The freak is fired up, and I'm here for it. I like it.
That you're off the reservation. There's times I think, what the hell is he talking about? You totally redeemed yourself for anything you said stupid ever before. This is what I'm talking about. This is educated Zeke. Look at you. I knew A2D was going to rub off on my kids. Look at you, my little baby.
He's all grossed up.
Boy.
He's all grossed up.
Daddy.
You're claiming Zeke is a kid?
They're all my children.
You're an issue.
Kids all grossed up.
You redeemed yourself for every other comment he's ever made.
just when we think you couldn't possibly get any dumb, you go and pull a stunt like this and totally redeem yourself.
Oh man, Zeke, look at you! Look at you!
The freak!
Look at you! All right,
now if we lose Zeke, you're done.
Yeah, not a must-win, so we're fine. So let's break it down a little bit, guys.
Shit.
All right. And we can tie in, and what I like to tie into this is let's do position battles. All right, and let's start with quarterback versus quarterback. Who's the edge go-to in this one?
I'll give it a tie. I want to say Carson, but it's still Aaron over there, and they're in.
Yeah.
So I'll say tie. I'll say it's even.
Yeah, I'll give Carson a little more because he's played better than Rodgers this year, and he's not in a new offense, and so I'll give Carson a little edge. Not a lot, very little. Very little. Our offensive line versus their D-line.
We should have the edge, I feel like.
We should.
But they're playing well defensively, so I'm going to give us the edge, though. I will.
Okay.
I think that we can run on this team, and they showed it. Denver showed it last week, and who was Minnesota showed it the week before.
Everybody ran the ball.
You can run on this team. So
I think Bill Motorboat put in a stat last night, 4.9 yards a carry against the Packers, I believe, when they blitz. Right? Was it a blitz or was it straight up?
Well, no, he was just commenting that they blitz a lot. But, yes, he was saying it wasn't against the blitz, just straight up.
They're
getting a 4.9 yards a carry.
You can run this team.
So the 85 Bears that people are talking about that they are right now need to slow down, okay?
What it is, they're getting pressure on the quarterback,
No,
they weren't for a while.
Listen, the assets they have acquired and used, they revamped that defense. And I give them a ton of credit because it's taken them way too long to do it. But I give them a ton of credit that before Rodgers is done, at least they revamped it and got it to where it should be. So let's go running backs then, since we're talking about 4.9.
Back when they had like a young Clay Matthews who was all over the field, stuff like that, yeah.
Back in it, fam. That's what Zeke says. So running backs. Us. So right now we're giving ourselves an edge. O-line versus D-line.
I guess I give them an edge running backs. I feel like it's even. I feel like that's even too. I feel like it should be an advantage for us, but we just haven't been. I feel like we just haven't been running the ball well, and we're putting the ball on the ground. So, and Aaron Jones looks good, so I'll give them an edge there, running back wise.
And Clay said they played well against mediocre QBs. You have to.
That's very true.
I can't disagree with that.
That is very true.
All right, we'll give them the edge in the backfield because
it's a slight edge too. And I feel like that we should have the edge. It's just that we haven't until we show it. I'm not going to say it.
All right. So our outside wide, our skill position wideouts, tight ends versus their linebackers and corners.
We should have an edge there. With Alshon healthy and Zach, I think we should have an edge there. Absolutely.
All right. Now flip it.
I think they have an edge there as well.
Well, have a Devontae.
Yeah. Now, granted. I feel like they don't have as many weapons as they used to have, but Valdez-Scantling makes some plays down the field.
Yep.
And Devontae's a monster. Granted, they haven't been able to get Devontae going yet, which, like I said, this could be a recipe for getting him going,
Yeah.
us coming in. But we can almost treat him like Julio, like we used to treat him. Don't let him get in the end zone. Let him catch the ball. That's fine. Just don't let him get in the end zone.
No touchdowns.
Yeah, and they don't really have that many more weepons, though. Jimmy Graham's banged up. Is he even playing? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not Jimmy Graham in 2010, so we're not worried.
Not worried about it.
We're not worried about it. It's old man Jimmy Graham.
Camus back, which I like because he covers tight ends.
Yeah,
well.
I like Camus, yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question because it's sort of up on NFL Network a little bit, but they're going sense of urgency. What position for this football team needs to have the biggest sense of urgency going into this game?
It's the D-line.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like, we need pressure, and we need pressure without blitzing, which we haven't been getting at all. We've just been getting no pressure with the front four, and we fucking need it, especially tonight.
And if you blitz this man, what's going to happen?
Oh, yeah, that's not a good idea. We need to get pressure with the front four tonight because blitzing is not a good idea against him.
No, not even close. So, where are we at? We can
go to, their running game versus our D-line. I feel like we should have an advantage, but as of right now,
no, well, we know we've stopped the run well. So
yeah, we do stop the run.
We'll give the the advantage right now. Yeah. Right now. The only big play against us in the running game against Detroit was a trick play. Was the trick play that they broke off for like 50, 60 yards or whatever it was, and we had 10 guys on the field.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
We had no DN.
Carry-on had one good run where he bounced it to the outside, made a really nice cut. But besides that, we kind of held him in check, too, and he's a good player.
I love Carry-on. Michael Klingle says, hey, what's good, my boys?
What up, Mikey?
But I have to disagree with the poll question. This is not a must-win. Only 4 games into the season. So 5 division games where you can make some moves in the standings. Michael, preach it, my son.
That's very true.
Preach it. Matt Axon, the Packers secondary is already looking very legit. I don't think the wide receivers and tight ends, even with Alshon, have an edge over the secondary. Packers' best part of their team is their secondary, in my opinion. Matt, I don't disagree with you. I just need – this is the best offense that they're seeing.
Yeah. They haven't really seen – that's what I'm saying.
Minnesota probably is second best, but they've struggled outside of the running game.
It's just – to me, Minnesota is what Minnesota always is. They got Kirk Cousins at quarterback, and they will never win a big game because of that. That's my opinion of Minnesota, because Kirk Cousins just doesn't win big games. And Minnesota moved the ball on them all over the field. Kirk Cousins just threw a couple picks. And that's what he does, though. So
that's a recipe.
I'm hoping that Carson won't do that.
Bill Mittelbrook, it's simple. The Pack have been giving up 4.9 yards a carry. We run the ball, keeping them on the sidelines. We should be fine. Howard gets his first 100 yards in green and 2 TDs. Let's go. Eagles 23-20, just under.
I do agree that we should utilize Howard tonight, because this is a guy that he's played there many times. He knows the NFC North rivalry, and he's played last year when Chicago beat them. He ran the ball down their throat. So maybe we know a little recipe here of how to beat this team, and we let the big dogs eat on the O-line, and then open it up for Carson to go downfield by running it down their throat. That's what I would like to see. That's what I wanted to see against Detroit. We didn't do it. Now we did run the ball more effective against Detroit, I thought, but then we're putting the ball on the ground. We can't fumble. Like I'd love to feed.
Especially on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight you cannot absolutely not fumble. I'd love to feed Howard and Sanders tonight, but we can't fumble. If Sanders puts the ball on the ground, he can't come back in the game to me. Maybe he can run some routes, but I'm not going to give him the ball.
Quick injury update for you. It looks like Jimmy Graham will play despite the groin injury. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, is listed as questionable with the knee injury. And outside of this game, Cam Newton looks to return this week. He is 100% healthy, they say.
What? That's not what I heard yesterday with Liz Frank. Where are you getting that from?
Said 8 hours. 8 hours ago. Huh?
Who's who? Who reported that?
Oh, no one. I'm sorry. Forget that.
Yeah, okay, Dad. You ain't getting.
I was gonna say,
you ain't sneaking one by this kid.
Kyle Allen just threw 4 touchies and looked pretty good.
No.
They were like,
No. I mean, I just heard it yesterday. It was a Liz Frank, and then he's coming in saying he's playing. I said, it's the greatest recovery of all time. Like, no shot. I said, who reported it? I was about to crush it. I was hoping it was a good publication because I was going to hammer him. I was going to take him to his freaking shed. Not you.
No,
well,
yeah.
Well, you would have been part of it.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
You would have taken me out, too. Let's be real.
You're done. Shit's on the curb.
Time's yours. I love it. Jeremy Beelan, what's up, Jeremy?
What up, Jeremy?
He said, what up, fam? Eagles not only need this win, they can do it by forcing Rodgers to his right early. I would rather force him to
I'd rather force him the other way.
He
He actually throws well going left, though. He does. But, I don't. Rodgers on the run, we just got to hit him. We just got to hit him, get in his face. Make him feel uncomfortable back there. That's all you want to do with a good quarterback. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Sorry, I'm talking to
Get
Zeke.
some damn pressure.
Zeke says, I'm convinced Bill has Jordan Howard on his fantasy team. I said, no question. He's been saying this weekly. Bill's been trying to force like the Howard 100 yards 2 TD game. And
He almost needs to
blame
stop. If it doesn't work this week, Bill, you got to switch gears. Go the opposite way. Then maybe they'll feed him.
Jake Friel, just keep pounding the rock, control time of possession, keep Rodgers off the field, and we'll leave Green Bay with a win.
What up, Jake?
So, you almost fell over, Len. I'm going to run.
You're fine.
You're fine. Do what I want here. Jesus, now he's got to
Now the big guy's coming in.
Couldn't have did that together, could you? I mean, couldn't have both walked through at the same time? What? What'd you say? Stop. Jesus, God. Matt Haxton. Kevin King is looking like a top 5 cornerback in the league this year. He went up against Allen Robinson. He went up against Diggs and Thielen. He went up against – Matt, are you a Packers fan? He went up against Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, and then Joe Flacco stinks, okay?
That's not true.
Mitchell Trubisky stinks.
That is true.
Flacco's the same as Trubisky right
Would you
now.
stop it?
Would
He's
you
an
stop?
older guy. He
Because
doesn't stink.
Oh, my God, because he's an older
He
guy.
doesn't stink.
He's done, Wills.
Would you stop?
He's done, Wills.
He's closing in on done.
Yeah, that's all I'm
He
saying.
should have won the game. They should be 1-2.
I'm not talking about his career. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about right now. He's not good enough right
They're
now.
going to win this week.
That's fine.
Who do they play this week? Is it in Denver this week?
James Wilder, I'm out, boys. Have a good show. Back to work for me. Later,
That might
brother.
be my upset of the week. Who's Denver play? Come on, Steppy. Hop to it.
Yeah, so he was saying that, and unlike the Eagles' corners, he goes up against the best wide receiver on the field, not only on one side of the field. All right, well, no, I don't. It's not wrong.
That's fine.
They played really well, brother. I mean,
Listen, we were open last week with
Kevin King was drafted
without
for this
Alshon.
reason. They played the Jags.
They are home versus Minshew Mania.
Oh, yeah, Denver wins that game. Mark it down.
So what I was saying to you is that I do agree with Kevin King. I think Kevin King's damn good. You know what I mean?
No,
But-
listen, their defense is vastly improved. We know this. I said 24-23. I'm not thinking that we're going to put up 30 on them.
Bill Murbook says, no, I don't have him on my fantasy team. But fuck you. Bring in a guy that is the top 3 since 2016. If you don't use him tonight, why'd you bring him here?
Well, he's been splitting carries, Bill. It's not like they haven't been giving him any carries. But I hear you. I'd like to see him get the ball more as well.
I was hoping for that 18-touch game last week, and I'm asking for it again. Not that I don't think Miles Sanders can run the football, but, you're on the road, hostile environment. I can't put the ball on the turf. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a situation where I cannot put the ball on the turf.
Absolutely not.
So,
Can't do it. You're not going to win a game on the road with turnovers. And you know what? It would be nice to force a few. Be real nice.
A couple.
Yeah, we'd nice to force a few.
Especially on the road. I mean,
can we force a fumble sometime? Like we said, we've had a few interceptions. Let's force a fumble tonight, guys. Let's do something going. And the special teams, I was going to bring this up earlier, bring it up now. The special teams, which has been a strength for us for years. Well, our special teams have always been good, I feel like. I can't remember the last time they weren't very good. Years ago. They're not very good right now.
Other than that blocked field goal,
yeah,
they haven't been good.
We haven't been good at all. We've been getting outplayed on special teams every week, which that's not good to me because I expect us to be good on special teams. And us not being on special teams is not good. And we letting up. And like you said, I need Elliott to kick the ball out of the end zone because the bottom line is we're not good enough as a fucking coverage unit. Guys have been gashing us, so you got to kick it out of the end zone.
Yeah, and especially in today's NFL with the way special teams are called and played anymore, if you're not good, that's a glaring disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not to get too off topic, but Harlem Cowboy had a good comment earlier. Currently, right now, who's the face of the NFL?
Patrick
Mahomes.
That's what kind of the consensus was as well. I just wanted to make sure to get that.
It still might be Brady, but Mahomes is the most talked about young star.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chuck, Doug says, Zeke, he says, Chucks might not be able to handle Howard getting 20 touches to Sanders 10. I said, if that happens, he might walk out.
It'll be on live video,
yeah,
so you can watch him cry.
He'll walk out of the studio tonight.
Just kidding. That's great.
Bryce Blackwell in the house. What up, Bryce?
What up, Bryce?
He said, yo, game day, Eagles 24-20, close one. And then he says, morning wood, laugh my ass off.
24-20. I like that score. I think it's going to be a low 20s game. I really do. Both teams. And I said 24-23, but I just think it's going to be really tough to get this win, and we need to get it. Like we said, it's not a must-win. We both disagree with the poll. We don't think it's a must-win, but we do think that this is a game that we need just to get right, just to, like Zeke said, just to relax, take a breath. We got 10 days off, 2-2, going back home, feeling pretty good. If we're 1-3, we're not feeling good. All right, none of us are going to be feeling good. A team, nobody. So it's a big game. It's not a must-win, but it's a big game.
Close thing you're going to get the one without being one.
It's real close.
So you want to get into some score predictions?
Yeah.
Or do you want to get into – so what is our two big keys offensively to leave Green Bay with a win? To me, it's the ability to run the football, okay, and big plays. That's me. Run the football and a couple big explosive plays.
Okay.
Offensively, that's what it's going to take for me to get done. And if we run the ball well, it means the offensive line's playing well. So it sort of goes hand in hand. You know what I mean?
I like to run the ball well as well.
Okay, Adams in bed.
Offensively. Yes, she is. Defensively, I like to limit big plays from them. I don't want to see any big plays.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Don't get beat deep. All right, I trust that we will stop the run because we're very good at stopping the run. Don't get beat deep and get some pressure on Rodgers. To me, it's the D-line. It's a line game. It's a D-line and the O-line. The O-line should pave the way for us to, control the ball, control the clock, keep Rodgers on the sideline, and run the ball down their throat. The O-line should be able to do this. And then the D-line needs to get pressure. So it's on both of them today. I'm looking for a win. We're going into a hostile environment. We got to bring the dogs. Let's go. It's a fucking game that we need. We all know it. It's not a must-win, but we need this game. So like we said, the back's against the wall, and I expect them to come to play like they normally do. I'm looking at the O-line and the D-line, and I'm looking at a W. Let's go.
Well, Chucks, we're saying the same thing. We don't think it's a must-win.
But it's close. It's damn close.
All right, so a buddy of mine just sent me, slow starts? Yeah, Mark, I don't know. You sent me a lot and told me, I think you forgot facts last night in your show. Slow starts are not good in the NFL. Use this reference next time. That's not what I've seen from the Philadelphia Eagles over time. That's not what I've seen from the New England Patriots last year and over their runs. This isn't what I've seen in the NFL over the last 10 to 15 years. I've seen teams be able to slow start, and the real good ones get hot around week 6 on, okay? This is the recipe, Right? Am I wrong?
No.
I don't need stats. I don't need none of it. This is what my eyes have told me in the NFL over the last 10, 15 years.
I feel like the team that's the hottest going into the playoffs usually is really good.
You can't start 0-4, right? You can't run off 0-3. You can't be you can't come out 1-4. Okay?
No.
There's certain things you can't do. But a 1-2 and then being 2-2 after the night, or worst case 1-3, they're not out of it yet. Now does it become harder? But I expect them to be 2-3 if they lose tonight because they're going to beat the Jets. So
that's a must-win then.
But I'm saying you're right. You're right there. I don't care what the numbers say. I don't care because this team has started slow before and made the playoffs numerous times over the Andy regime, and I've watched the Patriots do it for years.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not worried about the 1-2 start as much as I'm worried about them just playing well, really, because we haven't really played well. I'm worried about us playing well. That's really all it is. Because we know the kind of pieces that we have, and the D-line's been killing me. And I'd like to really see them show out tonight. I'd like to see Derek Barnett get a sack, Brandon Graham get a sack, maybe a forced fumble.
Yeah, a lot of money up there.
Let's get some shit going here.
Eagles 0-1 says we got to play like we did in the Rams game last year.
Absolutely.
Steve Sherwood.
Back against the wall talk.
Time of possession will win this game.
Yeah, control the clock.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, defense has to get to him. Matt Winnington, Morning Wood, best morning show in the business. Let's go.
Thanks, brother.
Right. So, offensively, you gave your two.
Oh, defensive line and offensive line, to me, have to control this game.
They're keys. And, yeah, I'm going right with you on the defensive line side. I need pressure, and bigger than pressure, I need to get the quarterback on the ground.
Absolutely.
Okay, I mean,
get some sacks.
Pro Football Focus has Derek Barnett last week, the second most pressures in the league. You're lying then. This is why I don't listen to stats or like read stats and like what Mark sent me and all this shit. I don't care. I don't care. My eyes don't lie to me. Nobody was touching nobody last week. You know what I mean? That's not the game I watched. So what pressures are you talking about?
If he had all these pressures, why didn't he have a sack?
Yeah, where are all these pressures? I just disagree. So we went over that. So let's get into score predictions, offensive, defensive players of the game.
All right, yeah.
I
said 24-23. I'm going to stick with it. 24-23, Eagles victory. Offensive player of the game, I'll go with Bill. Jordan Howard, because I think we got to run the ball on this team. And defensive player of the game, Derek Barnett. I'm looking for a sack and a forced fumble. Let's go.
Derek Barnett, player of the game.
Yep.
Who was your offense?
Jordan Howard.
All right, offensively, last night, I'll just stay status quo because I haven't changed. I feel like I slept in the studio. So I'm going to go 28-27 Eagles. And I think what I think happens is we're down. This is the vibe. This is the feel.
27-21 down.
We're down. And my baby goat shoves it up an ass. And somebody actually catches a ball. And we win a game. All right, and then everything changes. The narrative, the agendas, everything changes. And I said it last night. I know you didn't like it, but I want you to understand what I was saying.
I know you were saying
the negativity around 11. If you gave me two options, we can make the playoffs, but no 11, or we play 16. You can keep the fucking playoffs because I'm tired of idiots. I want the 16 so I can put the agenda to bed.
Yeah, but
I'm back at it next year.
How you put the agenda to bed if we play 16 and don't make the playoffs with him as quarterback?
Well,
that doesn't put the agenda
I
to
expect
bed.
us to make the playoffs. I'm just saying if I had to.
That's why I didn't understand because I'm like, if we're playing 16 and he's not making the playoffs, it doesn't change any agenda. People are going to say he's not good enough then. So it might hurt you.
Kyle, I'm joking about sleeping in the studio. I mean, it is about 50 feet from my bedroom.
It's in his house.
So
we're in the house.
So essentially did sleep in the studio. But no, I mean, I heard some crickets the other night. I couldn't do that.
Sprickets or crickets? It's a big difference.
Well, there's a big thing. There's a lot of things. What's a spricket?
It's a spider cricket. Those things are fucked up.
Oh, no.
I don't want to be around them.
I'm
If it's
out.
a regular cricket, then we're fine.
I'll burn the whole place down. A spricket?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Wow.
Cricket. I'm pretty sure, right?
Never seen one.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to.
Do they make noises too?
They kind of jump.
They jump?
Yeah, little jumpers, yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's never coming back in the studio alone.
Turn all the lights on.
Got to call Len to kill a spider.
I just
Honey, get in here!
I did see a bug right above the bathroom door yesterday, and I just kept it moving. I said, well, I'm not going to be here for a few hours.
You got to kill him. And now he's going to be in your house making more bugs.
No, I took care of it when I went to the bathroom.
Did you find him?
Flying all over to me, yeah.
What was it?
Like a lightning bug, dude.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I see black, I keep moving. And I don't mean like that. Like, so don't sound clip that. There's freaking agendas out there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they're all black books.
All right.
I'm not wrong.
I know.
Am I wrong?
You worded it wrong.
I word a lot of things wrong. Oh, that's not going to go well.
Hey, it's an early show.
2019 is going to rain down upon me.
You're about to get me too.
Is where that's so much growth.
Morningwood talking about growth.
Yes. Guys, I'll read off all your score predictions in a second. Alshon's my offensive player of the game. Him and Carson's connection, chemistry, I think it plays big tonight. And defensively, I went last night the entire defensive line. So I'm not going to give one guy. The entire line.
Somebody already quoted it.
Jesus, God. We're talking about bugs. Yes, the studio is off my house, but what we did is I took my garage and I turned it into a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, you see people turn
garage door out, wall in, door in.
It's a little man cave too. It's a little man cave. We got the TV up.
It's man cave-ish.
So we hang out in here. It's a great time. So we turned the studio into a man cave, and we're gonna be moving to a new place soon. The studio is even gonna be a little bigger, and we're gonna have like 2 parts of the man cave. So we're getting a little growth. And it's still gonna be at my house.
Growth talk.
Still gonna be at my house. So Ranger Suarez in the house. What up, Ranger? Go get one today.
Yeah, we could use
What
one.
up, Range?
Because if you guys don't get one, I think your manager's getting fired.
So don't,
I think if they continue to lose,
so don't get one. So
one.
don't get one today. Right?
Well, I don't think they want to. If I think it can send, what Greg said last
I want to see him.
Harper's comments last night, like Greg said, were really sounding like, will somebody come ask me? Like if I want this guy to be my manager, can somebody just ask me? Because all he's got to do is say 3 words.
Fire.
Please fire game. I'm trying to think of 3 words. Shit.
Time to move on. 4 words.
Where are we at? Harlem Cowboy. Oh, and I got the Packers 34-17. Wow,
Sure you do.
I can't go there.
Sure you do.
Oh my
If
God.
we lose 34-17, I'm gonna be real upset.
Bill Middlebrook says, "Black, you run, laugh my ass off. You're such a cracker." Jesus.
Jesus, Bill.
Here we go. Jeremy B. won 24-17. Eagles. Jeffrey 2 TDs. Player of the game. Love it. Matt Haxton 31-27 Eagles. Offensive player of the game. Dallas Goedert. Defensive player of the game. Avonte Maddox.
Ooh, Dallas Goedert.
I like that. Little response from Dallas.
Yeah.
Little response. We love him. Catch the ball.
After he was setting dudes up for spikes in the end zone last week.
And I just lost the show. And we're back. Okay.
Okay.
Trying to read comments here, and just all went away. Jake Friel, Crackergate. Here we go. Here we go. Where were we at? Besides, I see black and keep moving. Jonathan Casanova, 21-17 Eagles. Offense, Ertz and Goddard for a combined 120 and 2 TDs. Wow. I love it. I love the faith in Dallas Goedert. I do. I do love the faith. Defensively, Sidney Jones, limiting Adams to a pedestrian 5 catches for 55 yards. Listen, Sidney Jones has played the best back there. He has played the best. So I think he's coming in and starting to become the corner we hoped and we're praying for, because I do think Sidney Jones has the ability to be one of them lockdown guys. I think he has the ability over the next few years to be a top 10-ish corner in the league, because he has the pedigree. It was there. At Washington, he shut you down. He took half the field and he took it away. I just thought coming off a major injury,
Another Washington guy.
it took time, but I believe he tackles. Right, we talk about getting beaks wet. Right, he tackles. He'll come up. Right, he's physical. He's what you want in a corner.
I like Sidney.
And he can run with guys. That's the big key. The difference between him and Rasul. Rasul's just slower, but Sidney can run with you. He can bump with you. Jim Schwartz got to trust that more. He's got to say, you know what? Like we were talking about the other. Let me get up and
Get handsy.
That guy gets handsy. He's a physical corner. That's what he did at Washington. He was up on you. That's why we love the pick. If you remember going back and watching the highlights of him, when he was up and pressing you is when he was having his best games.
Yeah.
Like staying back.
We don't do that, though.
Staying back lets them attack you. You're on the defensive. I'm tired of being on with backpedaling. Let me backpedal after I get my hands on a guy. than being 10 yards back where I'm giving you any route you want. You want to go slant, you win. You want to go in and out and do an out, you win. Like, I can't make plays 10 yards off the ball. I can't. Unless I got closing speed like Dion with his Timbs on, I can't. And that's my only issue with Jim. And maybe he doesn't trust these guys enough.
Something.
But you got to start saying.
I don't like that pick. I don't like when they do the picket fence like at the first down line when it's like 3rd and 12. I hate that shit too.
I mean, I got
defense.
I got big corners out there. Sidney Rasul are big corners. Even when Darby's in,
Rasul's very big.
That's a big corner. Let them get handsy with guys, please. So I got to win. You got to win. A lot of family out there.
Tight game. Tight game with a W.
A lot of family out there has wins. Jack Goff. Eagles win by a score of 17-13. Book it.
Okay. That's a defensive game. I'm okay with that.
Might be related to Jared.
Jack Goff. Love it.
Old Jack off.
Family. So score predictions, offensive, defensive player of the game. And listen, you can win $50. All you got to do is screenshot it, send it to any of the A2D social media pages, and we'll keep it on record, and you win. I'll bet you $50. And the best, and I asked for this last night, I didn't get one, but the best reason on why we're going to win this football game, you got to sell the people who don't believe. Like, I'm a seller.
Sell us.
But, you don't got to sell us per se, but you got to sell us in a way. Eagles 0-1. I changed my score prediction from last night. My new prediction is now Eagles 7, Packers 3. Yeah. Well, if we hold the Packers to 3,
we'll be pretty happy.
You can come take.
I won't be happy with 7.
You can come take my show for a week.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. In Green Bay, we're gonna hold them to 3.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Good luck. Mason Crosby better have a bad day.
Mike Flaherty, HD Radio, no knees. Yup, that's Clinky. It's Clinky. Bad kneecaps. Harlem Cowboy, if Philly wins, Sanders will have to be player of the game. That's the only way. Too much passing, you will lose. All right? I still think you got to throw the ball a little bit.
The Roaches are out right now. That's all right. We'll take it.
Still got to throw the ball to win a little bit.
3 weeks in, Harlem Cowboy. 3 weeks in.
So, family, are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you confident? Where do you stand going into tonight? I want to know the feeling of the people. I really do.
I'm not overly confident. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I am excited, and I feel like we usually play well on a Thursday, like you said, and we play well when our back's against the wall. It's a moth. You'll be fine.
See the jump?
I saw it. Like you said, the last few years, underdog, when our back's against the wall is when we play our best football. So I expect us to play well tonight. Smack the thing. You'll get it. Just smack. I don't think that did it.
Why not? He's just pissed.
It's a moth, dude. Couldn't do anything to you if it tried.
He's just pissed off. All right, where are we at? Just being in the NFC East, nobody has must-wins yet.
No, it's September. There's no must-win game in September. There's games that you want to win, and this is a game that we want to win. It's not a must-win.
Doug, I actually love the Saints this week. Revenge game for them against Dallas Sunday night in New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't.
If they do.
I think they'll play them tough, and their deal will come to play. But I don't believe in Teddy Bridgewater. He's a check-down.
It's all about Kamara.
He's a humongous check-down guy. Now, I love if you're an Alvin Kamara owner, you gotta love Bridgewater in because he's gonna throw the ball to him like 10 times a game.
That's why I said if they win, he's got to have a monster game.
Yeah.
That was my DraftKings guy last night that I gave as like one lock. I think he has a big game.
Kamara.
Yeah, because I think you'll get him a little cheaper because of Dallas's defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should.
And OBJ was another one because I think you're going to get him cheaper. There's some guys you can get cheap there than usual because they're in tough matchups.
Okay, yeah, I hear you on that.
But the only chances them teams having to win are them guys having good days. You know what I mean? In both
There's
matchups.
guys I like this week. I like Jared Goff this week.
Cowboys are 2.5-point favorites in New Orleans.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's a 6-point better of a football team, essentially.
And New Orleans doesn't have if Breeze is playing, they wouldn't be favored. So
No, I mean, listen, that's a damn good football team in Dallas.
yeah, very good.
And everybody wants to say it or not. You can live with you can live.
I mean,
you can live blindly. That's
we
fine.
hate the Cowboys as much as the next person, probably more than the next person.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna call it like it is. Dallas Cowboys have a good team. They have
Real is real, right?
They have a lot of talent.
Real is real.
Real is real.
It's that simple. All right, so good. We don't even need to go an hour and a half because we could get into some fills and.
Yeah, we'll rip into some fills. Like, we want to know out there. Obviously, it's game day, and we're still pumped about the Eagles. You can say whatever you want. You
Absolutely.
Bring any question you want in. But Phillies fans, real quick, who do you want back? Who do you want gone? You know, who do you think's on the fringe of being gone? To me, I want all of them gone. But I want Gabe, Klentak, and McPhail all gone. I want to revamp everything. I want the pitching coach gone. Now, do I think all that's going to happen? No. I'll settle for Gabe and the pitching coach, gone. Player-wise, I'm ready to move on and to move with the young guys. Like Maikel Franco, see ya. Caesar, I'm ready for Kingery to play second like he's supposed to play. And third base, whether it's Baum or we bring in a veteran like the Braves did this year. They brought in Donaldson on a 1-year deal.
Would have been nice to have, right?
Yeah, it would have been real nice. Thinking that, hey, we'll get a year out of him and then Riley will be ready. That's what they're thinking. So, like, anything like that happens. Maybe Baum's not fully ready, so you bring a veteran in for 1 year type of deal. Baum comes up halfway through, gives you some production, that type of shit. And then outfield, like, I'd love to keep Corey Dickerson. Obviously, Kutch will be back. We know Harper will be in right. I like to keep Corey Dickerson and kind of do like a three-man, two-position weave there with Hazley, Dickerson, and McCutcheon.
That's my four. That's my four that I would
yeah,
like to go
that's
with.
who I'd like to
I would
go
like
with.
to go in with them four.
Yeah, them four. And then pitching-wise, we need starters. Now, they're already coming out saying that we're not going to go after the top two guys, which I don't understand why we wouldn't. Garrett Cole is who I want.
Yeah, I don't know why you
They're
wouldn't.
already coming. They're saying that it looks like we're going to target three middle, like not middle relievers, but like middle of the pack starters. Now, I like the fact that we're looking for three guys because we do need three starters. But I'd like to look to a top tier guy and then maybe a couple. Maybe back. But
somebody to pair with Noah.
I want Garrett Cole. Now, it doesn't seem like we're going to pay Garrett Cole, so we're not probably going to get him. But if we're looking middle of the pack, I don't know who we're looking at. Like, there's guys out there that have had good years, but I don't know. I was really hoping that they would go for a big fish, pitching wise, and I want to lock JT up for a 4 or 5 year deal.
Harold Reynolds was saying the other night on MLB Network, like, Garrett Cole isn't just an ace, isn't just a team changer. Garrett Cole is a division changer. And he was going through, he goes,
who's best pitcher in baseball right now?
How good would the Phillies look with Garrett Cole? He went through a couple teams. How good would Milwaukee look, right? How much better would Milwaukee look? How much better would X? And he even brought up the Phillies. And to hear that, that's why this whole front office and everyone's got to go. How do you not go after him? Stupid money?
That's the talk. That's the talk I'm hearing, which is ridiculous. Hopefully it's just talk.
Yeah, I just don't understand, our talent evaluators, throughout Latin America flat out stink. Where are the superstar franchise changers from this organization's farm system? Like other teams, not only in our division, but around baseball have. You just look in our division.
Well, we haven't drafted well.
Well, you just look in our division, right? I mean, you got Soto and Robles in Washington, right? And then you go to
Acuna and Albies.
You go to Acuna Albies. Then you go Alonso, Conforto, blah blah blah. I mean, they have some young kids in New York too. I mean, Alonso's a star right now. So where are them players?
How about Miami? Miami's got young guys too. They're just bringing up young guys.
Matt Hackson says that I hear a lot of people saying they want Anthony Rendon. That would be great, but Alec Baum is really good. But guess what? I would go get Rendon and I'll put Baum at first, and I would trade Hoskins for an arm.
No, they're not going to do that.
You're asking me what I would do.
I hear you.
I don't care what they would do because everything they do is wrong.
I love Rendon. I don't see us going after Rendon. I was thinking more of a cheaper guy. Rendon should get big money. He's a monster. Absolute monster. I think the position is Baum's in like a year or two. I was looking at like a move like how the Braves signed Donaldson for a year. I was looking at like a move like that.
No, I think he starts next year.
Baum?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be starting. Off the bat.
No, I think third base is his job to lose.
Okay.
That's the direction I think they go. I think they.
Well, I think everyone thinks that he can hit in professional baseball right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think they think that too. Like I was talking to Singh, and Singh's like, yeah, he's up on the big squad next year. He just rakes. He's a stud. You know what I mean? And you hear from other guys that play with him, and you're like, okay.
Well, he was just named. They named the top position players in the fucking minor league or whatever, and he was named at the top for the third baseman.
As he should.
The pimp.
Real quick, I had the free agents up here. Garrett Cole's obviously they list number 1.
Yeah.
Hyun-Jun Ryu they have 2.
I love Ryu. So
Strasburg.
You got Strasburg. You got
Wheeler. Quintana.
see, I like Strasburg and Wheeler, but both guys hurt, man. Both guys get hurt.
Bumgarner's on there. Yeah. You got,
Odorizzi.
I like Jake. Now Jake's a guy you can get kind of cheaper. Jake's not bad, and Jake eats innings. Keep going.
Kyle Gibson.
I don't like him.
Cole Hamels.
I'm not against bringing Cole
He
back.
should already be here.
I'm not against bringing Cole back.
Then you start getting into the lower level guys. Tanner Roark, Michael Pineda.
See, Tanner Roark, though, is not bad of a low-level guy to me. Tanner Roark's thrown well for 3 straight years.
No, but I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
that's not a splash.
And he's thrown well in this division with the Nationals. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. And Tanner Roark, you can get cheap.
Yep.
Like, those are the kind of guys that, okay, if we're going to target mid-level guys, then maybe you go get, like, one of those guys that were in, like, the 4 to 5 range that you named there.
Your Wheeler,
then,
Quintana.
Yeah, one of them. And then you go get, like, Hamels and Roark. Now, I'd be okay with that.
See, I don't, you got Garrett Cole out there is 29 years old. Everybody else is in their 30s. And
yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
just because you're in your 30s, you start to lose it. But Garrett Cole is the youngest one out there. How are you not targeting him for at least 4 years?
Yeah, and pitchers usually can hang on a little longer than position
And
players.
he pitched in Pittsburgh, which never went to the postseason.
And he was young when
And
he
he
was
was young. And he's just gotten to Houston, last year, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So, yeah, he's got some wear, but it's only a couple years as opposed to some of these guys who have been
I'm not worried about his wear. Have you been watching him pitch? Dude, it's absolutely
nasty.
fucking ridiculous right now. Guys just don't hit the baseball against him. He's got 316 strikeouts, I think, right now, and he could pitch Sunday. Now, I don't know if they're going to let him, but he's on pace to pitch Sunday, which would put him probably, because he's been striking out 15 a game, so it's probably going to put him up around 330, which is like a monster. Monster is like top 3 all-time numbers, which is crazy. Like 3 since the not counting Cy Young and Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson, who are pitching every other fucking day. But yeah, crazy numbers. He's awesome too. He's filthy, absolutely filthy.
Big time.
Great flow.
Big time. All right, fam. So, we talked a little bit of everything. You got a little taste of it all today. And then, stay tuned for 8 o'clock tonight. You'll have Birds with Feather.
Going live reactions.
And I'll join
live action.
Join the boys to yell and scream with them for a little bit, which will be fun. And remember, you want your free picks? ATSSportPicks.com. 20% off. All you got to do is use the A2D promo code. Put A2D in the promo code. 20% off. And they're doing an October special giveaway. But we already talked about it. If you sign up now in September, you get September for free into August. So do it. Get your free picks. Make some extra money. For the family out there, join us. We love you. Go Birds. This has been Morning Wood, only on A2D Radio.
Bet the Birds tonight.
Load up on them.
Bet Denver Sunday. They're my picks of the week. Let's go.
There's his picks. We'll have agree, disagree Sunday night. For Tom Arnone, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, y'all out there, we love you. Let's go.